have new lights. The existing lighting in the garage was utter shit, so we've decided to add some nice LED strips, give us a bit more daylight feel in here, and actually works better with a camera as well. So the only other thing is it shows up how dirty and scratched the Corrado is, but it is what it is. It's a race car. We're doing headlights. We're doing indicators, headlights, fan switch, fans, you name it. So because I've got nice tidy little LEDs in these front panels, and these little LEDs for the indicators to replace the big old units. And I want to make it just manageable. If we have to pull the front bumper off, it's literally on clip and go, and everything stays in its place, and it's just a lot better. So we'll crack on, get this done, get the front end back on, and see where we get to.
Stu seems to buy half rolls.
eBay specials, mate, that's what that is.
So with the front lights fitted, indicators fitted, we're going to change these god-awful silver bonnet latches for black ones, and have a go at fitting the bonnet.
A few inches later.
So today's Sunday. I went to pull out the car this morning and it was just running like shit again. Misfiring, overfueling. I don't think it's sparking on a lot of the cylinders. Really just not a happy engine. So one thing I'm going to just do tonight or later on this afternoon is I've put the car back now and I've sorted out the car ready to just be kind of worked on again. But I've got an OBD2 set up to go on the car, so throttle body, ECU, loom, and the other bits. And I'm kind of wanting to do this because I'm sick of chasing issues that it could be all sorts at the moment. So I feel if I put the OBD2 loom in, I can hook up VAGCOM and see exactly what's going on. Because I just feel like I'm chasing a ghost at the moment, and it's not making me happy bunny. So what I've got out at the moment is the loom. I've stripped the loom down as much as I can. Let me get that into view. So I've removed all of the lighting. I've removed anything that I don't need. The window wipers don't need. Any of the AC I don't need. All that kind of stuff. ABS, I don't need it. I've got rid of it already. In the actual car, so I don't really need it. And it's working, well it works. The interior lights work, everything works up to the engine, and it's starting to piss me off. So yeah. So I'm going to stick the OBD2 loom in, but first I need to get it wrapped in the cloth tape. I bought some new cloth tape. Managed to reduce the engine and ECU harness down by nearly 2 kilograms in total, which is quite a lot, really. So yeah, let's go for a ride and wrap this loom up. Trying to do is just orientate it in the way it's going to sit in the engine bay. So obviously the fuse board is on the driver's side near the footwell, so they've got to feed down the driver's side. MAF and intake temperature come down the left hand side chassis legs. The knock sensor and lambda sensor, they go down the chassis leg underneath the car, kind of. So they're in the right position really, because this will come over the top of the bulkhead and then back through into the fuse board, whereas they will sit on the top, so will they. So on this side, you've got all of the alternator, the knock sensor, the crank sensor, and start motor connectors. Then you've got your positive and earth connectors here, and then your main harness, engine harness, will clip into this. And it kind of sits a bit up and over, but I feed in the ECU in the passenger footwell underneath, because I've got the ECU mounted in the passenger footwell, so that will just go through one of the grommet holes there. So in all, it's in about the right area. So I don't know whether to keep these two separate right now. I might just lay it over the engine bay quickly and see what's going on. You might be wondering why the fuck I've got a beanie hat on. It's fucking cold today, like really cold today. I wasn't going to do this today, I was going to sit and watch the F1, but it's been bugging me all week to get this done. So I just thought, right, just get it done, it's done, then you can throw it into the engine bay at some point this week if you wanted to. So that is why I'm getting it done. And now, I can't fucking cut this tape. me just run you through what I've just done there. I've just thrown the engine loom in, and as you can see, these are about where they're going to go. So these are the front wires to the knock sensors, the crank sensor, the alternator, the start motor. Then you come across, that's going to replace that. The ECU will go, come on you fogger. The ECU will go in there, behind the bulkhead, and then it comes over the top, around the back there. As you can see, the original loom is here, look, in red with a red clip at the bottom there. And that denotes it's an engine loom. The yellow one's the interior, the lighting loom and everything else. And then your MAF sensor and the knock sensor are just going to come down this way kind of thing, around here. And then the rest of it is going to go behind this into the fuse board. So yeah, that's all done. I think the next step is probably to rip out the old engine loom up to that point, and put the new one in, and then retape the new part because it's quite tatty. So I'll do that later.